If I asked you right now, could you give me the definition of a cosplayer, and if so, what is it?
It's a person who they dress like someone from like a character.
Yeah.
And they convention.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't it someone who dresses up for like a video game thing?
Or anything, and they can go to a
Convention.
A cosplayer is someone who dresses up as like a anime character or a game character, and then acts like they're that person, or just makes fun of them, or so it's kind of a lumpy situation.
I don't know what that is. It's a person who like so like if it's like a video game character, it's like a person who like dresses up as their favorite video game character. Like if I dressed up like Mario right now, I'd be cosplaying. Yeah.
Just because you are a different race or a different gender, that should not keep you from doing the things you love. If you love to cosplay, go for it. No one should be allowed to tell you what you can and cannot do with your life. The only reasonable reason would be if you were hurting someone. Plus, there are so many cosplays that have been done by those that are a different race or gender, and they are wonderful cosplays. Because some guys and girls wear cosplay, other people view them as vulnerable. This in turn allows them to believe that they can do whatever they want to these people. For example, say a girl goes to a convention in a cosplay. This girl is approached by a guy who wants her contact information. Her response is no. However, he keeps asking because he feels he can treat her however he wants because she's an object. In the book, the man tries to harm her because of her race. Just because you are different doesn't make you an object that you can push around.
While it may be true that cosplay is not the norm, cosplay is a lifestyle that many people have become a part of. For example, at San Diego Comic-Con, one of the biggest conventions there is, there were hundreds of thousands of people. Okay. Back in the times of the Civil Rights Movement, white people thought that African Americans had no self-worth because they were different. Some people that are cosplayers know this feeling because when we dress up in costumes and go to conventions, people think that we have lesser value than people that are considered normal. Some people may say that cosplayers aren't talented because we just buy our own costumes or whatever, and then we just go to conventions, which requires no work. But however, cosplayers make their own costumes, but some people buy costumes, but the majority of us make our own costumes, and we learn new skills such as how to paint faces, how to sew, which can be used in the future for careers in fashion design. What do you think about, I'm going to show you a few cosplays, and I want your opinion on what you think about them. You can actually see me in this version. What do you think about this cosplay? I don't know if you can see that well.
I see it. It is very well made. It is obviously constructed with effort, and it's accurate.
What do you guys think about it?
I think it looks fantastic.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I wish I could look like that. Like, not even.
Yeah. And then, what about this one?
As well, another gorgeous cosplay. Holy.
What do you guys think?
Again,
That's really
well constructed. Good job. Very accurate. True to character.
Yeah.
It is really accurate.
I love it.
Yes. And what do you think about this cosplay?
Drop your phone.
Another one that had great effort put into.
What do you guys think about it?
Sword. I love swords.
Phenomenal.
It's beautiful.
Great. I'm jealous.
You get the point I'm trying to make with showing you those different photos?
Yes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's not the point. The point is, like, people think that people of color or guys are worse cosplayers than females that are white. Because most of the characters in animes are white girls rather than
That's racist.
pick up in like Japanese or African American. But what do you think about that in general?
I mean, like, that's very cruel. To be entirely honest, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's honestly shameful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the same where it's like people who cosplay aren't in the norm, and it's like we're like people believe that we're like this really small, secluded group of people, and like, yeah. What do you think about that?
I'll admit that cosplay is not as abundant as like other hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, you'll see a lot of people who will shame cosplayers because it's just like, oh, why don't you play sports? Sports are so much better. Ooh. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's literally interests, the things that you like. You know, like, again, people like sports. Well, other people like cosplay. You know?
And then, what do you guys think about that?
What? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
The people who are like, cosplayers aren't like, or more of a small group of people, and we believe that we're like, people believe that we're really closed off. Gabby.
No, we're not.
Just because you're a cosplayer doesn't mean that you're like very antisocial and stuff like that.
Like me at school.
Like, I mean, there could be people that are very antisocial, but like, when you're actually cosplaying at like conventions and stuff, you interact with so many people. Like, we're not just like the quiet ones that talk to no one, just kind of do our own thing, you know? Like, it's totally different. Mm-hmm. And then on here, on this, I said earlier that like it may be true. This is part of what I already said in this video before, but I said like while it may be true that cosplay is not in the norm, cosplay is a lifestyle that many people have become a part of. For example, at San Diego Comic-Con, one of the biggest conventions there is, it had hundreds of thousands of people. And then back in the times, like this is relating it because our project's supposed to be relating it to things that have happened in the past with segregation, and since some people back in the times of the civil rights movement thought that African Americans weren't normal compared to white people, and they believed that they had no self-worth, and some people believe that we don't either because of the fact that we dress up and go to conventions.
I don't believe that cosplayers should be objectified because we're all just human beings. It's like, we're just people who dress up into characters as, you know, in costume. You know, that doesn't exactly give you the right to treat us as if we're not humans. Like, if our character is not as conservative as, you know, the average person, then, like, that doesn't give you the right to objectify them.
Yes. What do you both think?
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at
the
listening.
question was this. It was like,
I can't see the question.
Cosplayer means objects of lesser value.
Ooh, okay. So, if people think people that cosplay are just like, you know, like those like nerdy type people, you are completely wrong.
No, they're not.
I'm a nerd. Though.
You are completely wrong. Like, take me as example. You wouldn't see me as a nerd. I mean, you could if you really wanted to.
I do, just
I do.
know you.
Yeah, you do.
I do 'cause I'm
but
your
if
friend.
if you just see me, like, if you like know me but don't talk to me and have only talked to me about like 3 times, you wouldn't see me as somebody that would do that.
I think it's stupid that some people believe that cosplay is effortless because it's honestly not effortless. I mean, you know, that's what I spend most of my time doing, working on cosplay, you know, making it. Like, I don't just, you know, buy it. Even if you do just buy it, you have to work for the money to get the monies in order to purchase said cosplay and to go to said events for the purpose of the costume.
Yeah, and even if you buy a costume, a lot of good cosplayers try to imitate their character by like voices and stuff. So you have to learn how to do that, and you have to learn how to act like your character.
That's not a requirement, but it is very fun. Very fun. It's good spirit. Woo!
Your turn.
Even if you don't buy it, then you still have to do a bunch of stuff like get it ready, do your makeup,
Actually wear it.
actually put it on because some of it comes in various parts. So it's kind of challenging to get some of them on. And then trying to prepare for it, like I know a cosplay for Sans. If you want to be like the character, you need to make up puns.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Unless
does
you
that.
know them.
Yeah.
Like, I have a few examples on my phone of cosplays that took a really long time to do, makeup wise. Lynn, can I show you yours?
Sure.
The bottom one, Lynn has a bunch of blue. How long did that take you to do?
A little over an hour.
Yeah. And then I did a cosplay that was also... Did we use the same face paint for that?
We did not.
Okay. And then this is mine that took a while to do. I don't remember the exact time. But yeah.
Hey, Gabby, your turn to answer.
Wait, what's the question? I'm sorry.
It's what do you think about people saying we're not talented because we just buy costumes
Well,
at conventions?
I am one of those people that buys costumes to get your feet off of me.
Okay.
But, well, I have to, even though I don't use, it's not my money that I'm spending, it's my parents' money, but I still have to do things to, like, have them buy it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do work, which I don't like at all, but still, I have to do something to get it, and if I want to, like, I have made, I think, one cosplay, but that was just from a whole bunch of, like, clothes that I had laying around.
A closet cosplay?
Yeah, but that was a perfect closet cosplay.
Hey guys! Just because you're different doesn't mean that you shouldn't cosplay. Like, my gosh, oh, what's wrong with you? I feel like I'm gonna go to the hook. Here, hey, have some food. Have some sprees. The only healthy and delicious, nutritious snack. No thanks.
You're in my shot, you give me your snacks.
Oh, shake it, baby!
Oh, it's my husband.
Yeah, she's.
One of the little hair follicles is like a different color than the other ones.
Excuse me for having different colored hair.
No, it's like the base of your head is red.
Movie, what would you choose?
SpongeBob. Freaking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Because SpongeBob is really great and he's a sponge, so
Wait, I'll do
it
Patrick.
rains, you can absorb it.
I'll do Patrick.
Wow, best place forever.